So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I have the band Chepang, and I have here Kevin, who plays guitar for the band, and they have their album. It's coming out on May 23rd on Relapse Records. Uh, how do you say the name of the album?
Japa?
Yappa.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, what does that mean?
nothing. Yeah,
It doesn't mean nothing.
it's just a slang word for just a slang word.
Okay.
What do I say? It's just a slang word for at once, like, okay, did you do this? Like, you ask someone, like, did you do this work? Yeah, I did it, Japa. I
Okay, cool.
finished it. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are a grindcore band, and this is the album that you're releasing. This is your first record on Relapse Record, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. So for people who tell us a little bit about the history of Shepan.
I mean, the history is like we formed the band in 2016. I think we have like under our belt probably what one two three four lps, a couple of splits, some 7-inch. So yeah, that's kind of the history. Yeah,
Yeah, and you guys are based in New York City.
yeah, we're based in New York City. We used to be like spread apart before in the States, but now most of us are in New York City except one drummer who lives in Dallas.
Okay, so that's good because you get to practice more easily. And I like it that you describe your band sound as immigrant core.
Yeah, we of course, because we're immigrants, so we play grindcore and it's an immigrant core.
Yeah. And right now, that's a hot topic, being an
Oh yeah, yes, exactly. Very big hot topic. Yeah.
very big hot topic, being an immigrant in the US. So,
Yeah.
something that I liked about the album is that you let know that you're originally from Nepal because you use like samples of like Nepal pop songs. Even the album starts with like what I think is traditional
Yep.
Nepal music. So tell me
Yes.
about sprinkling that into your sound.
Yes. So I mean, we love, for me personally, as a band as well, we love different kinds of music, especially from Nepal. So every time we do something, we like to infuse those kind of influences, samples, or whatever it is. That's why it's there. So does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, and I think you it's good to make it so that part and people know like your roots of where you're from.
Yeah, and it's just different. Like when you listen to the record, oh, what is this? Like, and it catches the ear of the listener. Like immediately, look. And,
Yeah, and tell me so because you play guitars, tell me about like what guitar like what got you into playing guitar.
uh, I don't know, punk music, I guess. Playing fast, sort of not knowing what you need to like what you are doing. Like I don't know, like the music, like in theory or whatever. So I'm not like I don't consider myself like a musician. I can write songs, like I can play my own songs, but I can do other cover songs. So I guess I don't know. Maybe just music got me playing guitar. I guess
Okay.
trying to do my own thing.
So
You know.
punk music
Yeah.
got you into it. So I see. Don't worry. I think I'm sick too. I think
Yeah,
it's
I just got out, and then after I came back from the park, I'm getting this cough or whatever. Like I don't know. It's the
yeah,
winter has been horrible.
it happens. So I saw the music video for Parichuya 2.0. We start. That's the song that started the album with
Yep.
the
Introduction. Parichaya means introduction. Yes.
yeah, and then she goes into Shakti. You
Yeah.
guys recorded that on a rooftop. Was that in Queens, New York, or did
It
you?
was at Bushwick actually. The rooftop was a friend of ours, Bushwick. We didn't know if the cops would show up. We just did it like, let's do shots. The
Yeah,
cops didn't show up. Thankfully, it was a really good experience. It's super cold. It was windy. It was cool.
How long did you, so did you film like 30 minutes so the cops wouldn't show up?
No, actually, we ended up doing maybe a couple of hours. Yeah, they didn't show up.
Nice. So I know you write you write music, but singer handle all the lyrics, or is it a group effort?
Yes, he does all the lyrics. Everything, all the lyrics is done by him. But we usually like when we do song like a record, we usually especially on this record, we kind of focus on some subjects. We before he even wrote like the lyrics, and then he wrote those kind of topics in there. So.
What topics did you like
No,
cover?
this record is mostly personal record. I would say really focused record. That's more about learning about yourself, right? Letting go of the bad things in you, self-preservation, and how we can be, how we can be the best version of ourselves. You know, that sort of thing. It's very spiritual. I would say people don't associate spiritual. What do you call that concept with this kind of music? But it is like really understanding yourself and believing in yourself and changing yourself and getting the negative out of you to be the best version of yourself. So that's
Okay,
simply it is.
it's a positive grindcore record.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Yeah. So how did you guys get in touch? Like, did Relapse Record contact you? How did?
No, actually, we some of our friends are already have bands in Relapse Records, right? And the previous record we did actually, I told one of our friends who is already on the Relapse label, like to see if Relapse would be interested. And we reached out to them. The last record we reached out to them, but the last record was already ready to be printed and everything. It was like, so we didn't. They were interested, but kind of like it's already ready. So what do you want me to do, kind of thing. And then this record, we reached out again after just recording last June. I said, okay, let's reach out to Relapse and see if they would be interested because now it's the recording is fresh, right? And it's a process, like they have to be involved in promotion and everything else. So that's how it worked.
So how was the recording process for this album?
It was very good. We actually, I mean, we always record with a couple of our own friends here in East Coast. So we recorded with someone called Kevin Bernstein. He's the guy who recorded after the first two records of ours, the first two. And he also plays in a band in Baltimore, a grindcore band called Tribe. Been there for 20 years. So we recorded him with him last June. It was very simple. It's like a friend. So it's like nothing fancy. We just go there, have chill, food, and record, and nothing special. That's it. So that's the process.
Yeah. And when you were choosing the samples for the Nepal pop songs,
Yeah.
how did you go about it? Did you have like a because you want there's a I think there's a part on the song I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Kel. Uh,
Kill the game. Yeah, it's meaning the game. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a video game. It sounded like a video, like, not a video game, but a talk show or like a.
Yeah, that's actually our prime minister speaking. The current
Oh,
prime minister. Oh yes.
I don't know what he's saying, but
Oh yeah, well, I can tell you what he's saying. He's basically saying so we have a in Nepal we have a multi-party system, right? It's not only two parties, so it's like six, seven. I mean, I don't know, like there's so many parties, and nobody wins outright. So everybody has kind of like a power in the government, sort of. But the majority has the most power. So he's in the majority. He's the prime minister. So there is always conflict, right? So on this in this sample, he's saying in the parliament, like saying that a lot of people here from different parties they want to also eat money in general. It's like a game, right?
yeah,
And he's kind of in a satirical way telling the parliament like feed them, even if it's in my own party cost, feed them more money or give them whatever they need. That's what he's saying.
interesting. And I know for this album, there's some lyrics in English. There's some English in your country's language, so it's a mixture, right?
No, it's all Nepalese words. We just wrote it in English so that. for pronunciation.
Okay, so it's all in, yeah, because hearing to it, I'm like, I wonder if it's all in Nepalese or if there's like an English.
Oh no, 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 it's all Nepalese.
Well, awesome. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of like. So would you say it's not a political record. It's more of a personal record. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Since I'm from Puerto Rico, I listen to some. We have bands here that sings in Spanish and stuff, and it's
Hmm.
get to sing in your native language, which I think is it better for you guys to write like because I think obviously everyone can express themselves better in their own native language.
That's the whole idea behind the right. Because like if we try to speak like sing in English, the emotion that we speak in our own language won't come out. You know what I mean? Like it won't be the same. Like the transformation of the energy that we are trying to sing, it won't be the same. It'll be so different. It
Yeah.
won't be natural.
Uh, right now of the album that's coming up, do you have a do you have a favorite song to play?
My favorite is Kale again, the song with the sample.
Yeah, I like that song because it starts with the sample and then it gets heavy. And
Yeah, it has a groovy part. Yeah,
yeah, it has a
very groovy.
so yeah, that's a great. I love the artwork of the record.
Hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about the artwork.
Yeah, so the artwork is record is done by a Japanese artist, a friend of us who lives in what do you call that? Yes, it's very interesting. So he's a friend of ours. His name is Masato. He calls himself Masato Chaos. He lives in New York. He's from Japan. He's actually a mural artist. You know what mural art is?
No,
The
no.
guys, the guys who actually paint on the walls,
Oh,
not
beautiful.
but real paint, like real. Yeah, big paintings. So he does all over the city. He's like also a punk musician. He used to sing in a band. So that's done by him. This art. He did it in a canvas, like hand painted. He just gifted me a couple of weeks ago. That whole big canvas. So the concept behind this is basically, I told him, hey, this record is about knowing yourself and getting the bad version of yourself out of yourself, right? So I wanted him to do something with self-immolation, right? So you know what self-immolation is, right? It's a protest against either you burning yourself, basically, literally alive, as a form of protest against a government or a religion.
Yeah, like that famous the
Rage
first.
Against the Machine cover, you saw that, right?
Yeah, of course. That's
Yeah,
a historic photo. Obviously, it's very
it's
striking because
yeah, it's a
he lived.
Tibetan monk. Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But in this instance, I told him it's a self-immolation against yourself. Really, it's nothing against. So I want to cover art that portrays that you're kind of burning yourself against yourself to kill the negative inside of you. That's you. So that's what he did. And I told him, like, I sort of want a New York representation of all the things we see around. And he put some, I think buildings and, skulls or whatever. So it's very interesting.
No, it's a cool artwork, and I like it. Has a lot of colors in it. Uh,
Yes, that's him. That's his style. A lot of colors. Actually, I told him not to use like more than I think 7, 8 colors like that. He would go wild if I don't do that. So
yeah, but it's pretty. Yeah, and it has like that street artwork uh,
uh-huh.
type of feel.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, like mural. So yeah, it's a cool artwork. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I dig it, and I think it's really cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you guys, so once the album is out on the 23rd of May, like what plans does the band have? Are you playing some shows?
We have a record release show on July 5th in New York with a couple of friends of ours. There's a band called Cartel. They are like mostly Hispanic.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, very punk band. Like they have a good scene here. I don't know if you know, like a good Hispanic punk scene here. They play all the time, so that's one of our friend. Then we have someone called Vixen Ma, another friend, grindcore sort of band from here. Then we have someone called Drugs of Faith from Virginia, another grindcore band. We're playing a record release show on July 5th. Then after we're trying to do probably some mini tour, sort of like a 2 week tour in West Coast because we've never gone to West Coast. We're planning, but the dates have not been fixed yet. But that's what we're trying to do to promote the
Okay.
record, of course.
Well, uh, yeah, and being signed to Relapse, that helps. And where is the July 5th show? Where is the show gonna
New
be?
York. It's in New York. TVI. It's a venue called TVI.
Okay, awesome.
TVI. Yes, it's a pretty. Right now, it's one of the best venues. Yep.
So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be fun. And this record, I know it's not like a. I think it's less than 30 minutes. It's a short record,
Way short. I think it's 18 minutes actually.
18 minutes.
With the if you cut out the sample, it's probably 12 minutes. I
It's grindcore. It's short. It's aggressive.
love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
For sure. Yeah, short and sweet.
short and sweet.
I
Uh,
promise the next record will be longer. We already wrote the next record actually. It's 16 songs. Actually, 16 songs. It's fast and it's 14 minutes, I think. No
40,
samples as of right now.
40 will that be assuming next year because you're just going to put this one out?
Yeah, I know. We like, for personally, I like creating more and more than staying like, okay, we do one record and then promote this for a couple of years. I don't like that. I just want to keep going.
Keep
You know
going.
what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I would recommend this record for people who like grindcore, who like aggressive
Punk, yep.
punk, yeah, all that.
Metal, yeah.
Like bands like Worm Rot come to mind.
Yeah. We actually we just met them. My one of the drummer. I have two drummers, of course. We play. Well, both drummers actually played with Wamrod couple of last last Sunday. They were in New York touring, and my drummers play in a band called Bandit too. Bandit is from like Philadelphia, a grindcore band. We just met the dudes from Wamrod like on Sunday. They're pretty big.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so it's gonna be cool. So I'll post the link for Relapse Records for people who want to pre-order the record. So before I let you go, anything that you like to say to the fans, Kevin?
Keep listening to the new record. I think you will love it, and keep doing whatever you do and whatever you love to everyone, including the fans.
Awesome. So Kevin, thank you, for meeting from New York to Puerto Rico and talking
Amazing.
the album. So Couchers, the new album by CHEPANG-Jhyappa. Uh,
Yep. Japa, Japa. Yeah.
Jhyappa, it sounds like a word in Spanish that we use that we call ñapa.
But is J silent for you?
The J, yeah, I think that I don't know if the J is silent here exactly, but like we have a word that ñapa with an N, and it sounds
Oh, yeah. For us, this the jap, ja, ja, ja is not silent, like Japa.
Japa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. Like boom. That's what it means. Like boom.
boom. Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly.
It
New,
sounds
new word for you. So anybody like whoever is your, somebody asks like, are you cool with this? You did everything. You say Japa. Yes, at once. Boom. Yeah.
I'll start using that in my everyday life.
Yeah.
We were like, how are you? Yapa.
Yeah. There you go. Japa. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's a cool word. So
Yeah, it's a very cool word.
yeah,
Yeah. For sure.
so the album out May the 21st.
Uh-huh.
Vouchers. I'll put this for people who want to pre-order and watch the music video that they did on that rooftop.
What is it? I'm sorry.
And people watch the music video of you guys playing on that rooftop.
Yes, yes, and be on the lookout for a couple other videos too. That's coming. It's pretty interesting. Yes.
Awesome. So until next time, couchers, this is
Thank you.
the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank
Keep
you.
chilling. Thank you.